here with Patrick from Adobe. He's a senior project manager. So what's exciting? What's coming out?
Well, we're hugely excited to be here now that 4K Ultra HD is becoming reality. We've been doing high resolution for a number of years now with our core product, Premiere Pro. But it's great to see everything else that's happening and where we're headed with the industry in general. I'm hugely excited doing SpeedGrade as a product manager that color becomes a really important factor moving forward. So with about twice the range in color that we're seeing in Ultra HD, I think we're going to see picture as vibrant as never before. It's going to be hugely exciting. In terms of our products, I can tell you that two things are absolutely super important to us. One thing is really integration. So we're integrating all the products deeply with each other and bringing features like we call live text templates, very common thing, lower thirds, beautiful After Effects animation. What are you going to do next? Oh yeah, you want it in the editing bay, but now how about changing the name? Going back to After Effects, looking at 100 layers. It's so much nicer now because we have that all live in Premiere Pro and you're just going to see what's really necessary to make that change. So you have the 4, 5, 6 things you do in text, everything else is nicely hidden underneath, but very much live and an effect in Premiere. Mask and tracking is in Premiere now, which is another great thing. And then, as I said, we have two exciting things. We're also showing the next major update to Adobe Anywhere, which is our collaboration platform. And it's an unbelievable ride with that product that we've had throughout the last couple of months. So many people adopting it, so many broadcast organizations. We've added over 80 broadcast organizations in general with our line of products with Creative Cloud in the last 12 months. So again, it's hugely exciting. We're thankful for all the great feedback we're getting from customers here at the show and throughout the year. It's great to be here.
That's fantastic. I actually, I saw the update where they were talking about the more integration between After Effects and Premiere, and I was like, yes, finally. But the cool part about that is, like, I feel like Adobe has that down. They have it taking the disparate programs and just starting to put hooks into each other and kind of bringing them all together so they work very well with each other.
So the way we're looking at it is we came from products, lots of individual products, all great at their particular space, but then when Adobe started doing the suite and everyone realized, oh, it's great to actually have multiple products starting to work together, we had these spaces for them. And now that it's Creative Cloud and basically everything is available to our customers, there's so much cross-pollination, and quite frankly, this is just happening everywhere, right? If you're a photographer, chances are you're going to actually be a cinematographer at the same time, being focused on stills, but producing some video too. And as a matter of fact, if people see what you're shooting with, I mean, that's HDSLRs, right? You can take stills at the same time, you probably do.
Yeah.
So there's so much that's merging and blending, and one of the things that gets me excited about Creative Cloud is that even though I might be really focused on one thing in particular, everything else is available to me. And if I'm collaborating with other people, I can see their work in context and bring it in and touch the pieces that I need to, and don't quite ever have to have that phone call talk about something that I don't understand, because I can go there and understand it and work with the pieces. So it's a fantastic thing. I think across the board, if you're doing one thing or if you're doing everything, you'll benefit just from having access to everything. Access is something that I think is here. If you look at the cameras available now, everything that used to be very exclusive is now available to everyone in the industry.
And everybody can use it, which is great.
Yeah.
So, a quick technical question, I guess. Like, you have all these different teams that were working on the individual products. How do you get those guys to talk to one another? You're on SpeedGrade.
I do SpeedGrade and Media Encoder and about everything that has to do with color in the other products.
So is everybody one happy team? Like, even though they're working on different products,
for us it's fantastic, because quite frankly, the way we've been working was already targeted towards that many years ago. And that is actually also true for what we're doing with Creative Cloud, putting multiple releases out there. I think since Creative Cloud, June last year, we did something like 500 new features and over 50 individual product releases, making all of what's here today for Creative Cloud. So it's not just showing next major updates, which we certainly do, which we're excited about, but just looking at Riot for the last 12 months and looking how the engineering teams are working together. It's just, for me as a product manager, it's a dream come true, as they not only need to talk to each other, I think they all enjoy it, because it's very much not being in a silo anymore.
Right.
It's not how the world works in the first place. So on the technology level, actually we're sharing a lot of things, so we don't build twice, and that is what makes us go so much faster.
It makes so much more sense. And I have to admit, I really like Adobe's focus on just being open to anything. So any media that you have, you can bring it in, it can handle it. It doesn't matter what it is.
You know, I'm actually still, as of today, surprised that it actually does work, because it's an incredible piece of work to put all of this together with all the formats out there. But we have legacy in that area. If you look at Photoshop and how many formats Photoshop does support, talking about raw formats, which certainly Premiere is getting better and better, and we're now doing something exciting in that realm too. We're now doing GPU acceleration for debayering for certain raw formats. So Red is now actually fully on the GPU. So if you have a capable system, you get real-time playback 4K, 5K, 6K, or on a machine that doesn't quite have the beefy GPU, but a good one.
Yeah.
Half resolution now easily goes to, and for editing that's just perfect. You don't really need anything beyond that.
I was going to say, what else do we need?
Yeah.
We're all set. How did you come up with the sheep sound when there's an issue in encoding?
So I think that was long before my time, and you can tell just by the quality of the sheep sound. That was probably done on a system with lower bit depth. Our users just love it. It's very obvious, and you can just get notification of something that did not go as planned.
And you can pick it out like that. You know when something went wrong. Oh, I heard the sheep. I heard the sheep. NAB show. How many NAB shows have you been to?
This is my 11th show.
11th show.
Yeah.
This is my first, so this is new for me. Do you have any tips for surviving the week, or anything that you do?
Well, one thing you already know is bring excellent shoes.
Excellent
everything
shoes.
else will make you suffer. You're gonna walk a lot. A colleague of mine is using a wearable, and it's shown 9 miles in a day.
Oh my goodness.
And that's just booth and meeting rooms. That doesn't include walking to the hotel or anything else.
Right.
And you do know you can wear yourself out walking down the strip. Everything looks closed, but it isn't.
Yeah.
The other thing I highly recommend, my favorite treat is actually going up to the Bellagio and watching the fountains there. I find that to be beautiful and unique, and it's something special, so I actually go there as often as I can.
Very relaxing and entertaining at the same time.
Yeah, indeed.
No, that's beautiful. Well, Patrick, thank you very much for talking with us.
Thanks for your time.